Welcome, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon to your March forecast. This is Virtual Tarot, and I'm Ava. And that is...
This is Trudy. Welcome to Virtual Tarot. Hi there. We're doing live hangouts. This is Water Sign Wednesday, everyone. And so, Ava, I'm going to tell them what we're doing over here first.
All right.
And then after that, we'll talk a little bit about commenting and tweeting after the reading.
Absolutely.
We'll answer 2 or 3 questions that you all comment or tweet via a live one-card spread. We did this last night, and we had some fun with it. So we're going to do it tonight as well for our water signs. And so what we do over here at Virtual Tarot every month for every sign, if you haven't watched before, shame on you, we do a 4-card spread. Invented by Ava, I might add, and copied by many. So the first card represents the overall environment of the month of March for you, Pisces, and Ava.
And the second card represents your challenge, the obstacle that you'll perhaps encounter during the month of March. Pisces, go ahead.
And the third card will represent the unexpected aspects of the month. And Miss Ava.
And the final, final card is the outcome or an important event or that which carries you into the month of April. So that said, I think that it would be nice if you told him a little about what's coming up and maybe even about your adventure today, Trudy.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I am going to post this on, well, actually I already did. Post it on the Facebook page because I was so excited that I met Gloria Steinem today, and she is as fabulous as you would imagine. She is very feminine, very warm, very sweet, very loving, and 82 this year, so that was a real treat. And also, I was able to video her entire conversation with my friend Stacy Scheibel, who's an anchor here. I'm not going to tell you where, since we live in a secret place. But anyway, so she and Stacy had a really wonderful conversation. A lot of it was actually about the integration of the male and the female psyche, which was kind of surprising. So anyway, we will post that video so that you can see the entire thing on our channel, and so that was really cool. All right, Ave, do you want to go into?
No, you.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
You
forgot. I'll go ahead and mention that.
About.
Okay. About, yes, and at the end of this reading, stay tuned because we will be choosing 2 or 3 comments/questions, and please only post 1 question. We'll choose 2 or 3, and we will answer via live reading after the show. So we're going to do last month's recap. You ready, Ave?
Trudy.
Last month's recap?
Trudy, listen, you forgot to mention that you're going to New York.
Oh, go ahead. You can tell them all about it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it isn't me who's going to New York. It's Trudy, and she's going next week, and she's going to a major fashion show, which she's been invited to by one of the supermodels who happens to be a friend of hers, and she's going to attempt to do some interviews and a hangout from behind the scenes of one of the show. So you'll see all the models, and hopefully she'll talk to them, and that will be very exciting. So I thought it was important to mention that because it is a wonderful thing, and I envy you so much, but I can't go because I have to work. So I'm glad you're going, Trudy.
Well, I am too. So you ready? You ready
Yes.
for last month's recap? This is last month's recap.
Ready. Yes. All right.
Okay. Last month's recap. We're going into it right now for Pisces. And since this was for the month of February and we're still in the month of February, it still has relevance. Hold on one second. Thank you. We watch this readings, but we just want to make double sure that we're right on for you guys. So the first card that came up in the environment for you was the Seven of Wands reversed. And Ava and I had quite a lot to say about this card. Initially, I had said, well, it looks as if you're trying to solve a problem, and then we gravitated toward the idea of perhaps you're facing some stiff competition. You've been at the top, you've enjoyed this space, and now you're trying to sort of defend your turf, I guess. And actually, we have some Piscean friends who are dealing with this right now. Do you want to add anything to that, Ave?
Yes, it's interesting because when we get feedback on this, it's very edifying. We have friends who have been laid off, Pisceans who have been laid off, and this often does refer to that because when you've been at the top for a while, and wands are often referencing our career, our job, our passion. In reverse, it means you step down. You step down a few notches. So in a sense, you lose. You have to face competition to get back on the top. So you're again having to mount that same hill up, and it can mean that, and it also can mean being a little bit worn out, burned out, in effect, by your job too, or not believing in yourself, or losing confidence over something, because that defensive posture that's in this card is now reversed, meaning you've lost the ability to defend yourself. And defending oneself comes from having confidence and being sure of yourself. So that was the color of the month, color of this month. In fact, it's February, so the color of this month, and so it might be difficult for a few of you to have to, I don't know, deal with the repercussions of this card one way or the other. So the second card, Trudy, was?
And I wanted to add one more thing to that. Can also have to do with your physical health. You may not be feeling as well as you ordinarily do. So, and I see that going on for a couple of my Piscean friends as well. So next card, we had kind of a funny thing happen. There was two cards. There were two cards, the same card, the Six of Pentacles, came up in the upright and in the inverse. And sometimes I read, or I'll pull a card ahead just to see what's coming up, and I saw that, and I thought, wow. We had the Six of Pentacles the previous month, and of course this is about charity, the giving and receiving of financial help, practical help, and in the so this was in your challenge position, which basically means that there was maybe an inability to give or even to receive. There was a challenge going on, and that really makes sense with the 7. This may not be the month to share all of your time, all of your energy, your resources. So I'm going to move on. Abe, do you agree?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'd like to add that um, really the card also implies, if remember it's after the Seven of Wands reversed, it's your challenge. So you're challenged actually to ask for help. Do not be shy about asking for help and going to whatever resource you need to get that help. That's your challenge, is to overcome the feeling that you're begging, because this is a beggar with his hand out. So there's always a bit of self-consciousness about that. So don't be shy about asking for help. And the third card was, Trudy?
And the third card was the Nine of Cups reversed.
Yes. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes. So you're not as fat and happy as you've been previously, or you're sad and malnourished.
No.
But actually, this is the wish card. And so we had said, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Or it could even mean that you're not getting sort of what you feel is your due, and you're having to step back a little bit from feeling as if there's more than enough, I guess. And perhaps you can't even throw those dinner parties that you love to throw, because this is really that kind of card. So go ahead.
Yes, it's
brighten up this reading, Ava.
hard. Well, I'm a Pisces.
This is a sad reading. I'm going to cry in a minute.
It's sad. It's sad. I'm not really experiencing this, by the way. Not in its most grave interpretation. For me, it seems that I've simply let my guard down because I feel so relaxed about things. And I've been asked for my charity, and I've given it. And the Nine of Cups simply can be overindulgence, burying your sorrow in whatever alcohol or drugs or whatever it is, being in a bad mood because of whatever it is, and sort of it's a pessimism. Unexpectedly you're caught, and Pisces can easily become depressed because of maybe they've been hurt by someone, or they're a slight wound. They don't feel respected, or maybe they've lost their confidence for a bit, and so it's being drained emotionally. So that, and then the outcome of the month of February was what, Trudy?
The Ten of Pentacles.
Which is good news.
Right. Remember what was really interesting, and this is good news. Now the reading brightens up for everyone.
Yes, it does.
But the interesting thing about this, do you remember that the previous month, January, this was the environment card. The 10 opened the entire year of 2015. And so what is the Ten of Pentacles? Well, the Ten of Pentacles is this fabulous, wonderful coming home feeling that and you're completely provided for. You've got a stable family around you. You maybe are even inheriting money. Maybe there's some sort of financial or just solid foundation in your. So the interesting thing about this was that opening with January and ending with February, we've got all these goings on happening, and it feels kind of as if this is more of a business reading because we've got a lot of wands. So perhaps you've just sort of had to reevaluate some things have happened. Perhaps you have been, as Ava said, laid off, or you've had to defend your position at work, and you are a little nervous about this, and so you're not maybe as magnanimous as you normally are. But at the end, it all sort of kind of comes back around, full circle, and we're back to this wonderful, happy ending, this assurance, I guess. That's kind of how I see this card. It's like the assurity that you will be provided for by either your family or your company, or this could be severance. This could be a lot of different things. You're on.
Well, yeah.
We need to have a bell or something that we ring.
We do. We need to have a bell.
Ding!
Here I am. All right. So it brings to mind what I had heard the other night from our lover, Alan Watts, and that is.
And he's dead, by the way, just so you know.
Guru.
The dead guru.
Yes, he was talking about an ancient Japanese, I guess, myth or story that is emblematic of it has a lesson, and that is about not judging an event or an experience on its immediate merit. In other words, when something negative happens to you, it may in fact lead to something extremely positive. And without that negative event, you couldn't have gotten to that more positive place. And so the month reminds me of that, because we start out in a negative space. Things seem negative. Events seem negative. But at the end, the event itself leads to an eventuality that has enormous positivity to it. So feel very much at ease and trust. Envision the future you want and allow it to happen. Let it go and allow it to happen. So let's move on into March and see what's up for Pisces. I'm Pisces, so I can hardly wait.
And I am Pisces moon.
She's Pisces.
So sometimes this is more true for people's moon, people with a Pisces moon than people with a Pisces rising. Do you guys have Pisces in you? Mm-hmm. You have to run the goddesses' charts, Ava.
Oh, it's not permissible that they don't know their chart.
We have an Aquarius over here, and we have, you're a Capricorn, right? A Capricorn. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to read for Pisces for the month of March. And so let's see if that 10 of Pentacles comes up again. The cards, this is all live, as you well know. We're picking up some viewers. And so the first card for the month of March for you, Pisces, in the position of the overall environment is the Magician inverted.
The Magician inverted. All right.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So this is a card of manifestation. And it is the first card. Well, we have the Fool, and then we have the Magician. And so if you look at this card, and Ava and I like to teach while we're reading, but if you look at this card, you will see that his right arm is raised with a wand, which points to science, and his left arm is pointing to what is material, or the earth. Okay, so bringing those two things together, science or magic, and what is material. The magician on the table has the elements of the tarot at his beck and call. The cups, the wands, the sword, and the pentacle. He has the ability to use all of this, well, and these are also signs: fire, air, water, and earth. So this is a card of alchemistry. It's the alchemical card. So he can bring all of these together to create and manifest whatever it is that he wills. So the question is, with this card in the upright, what do you will to manifest? In the reverse, there's a question of ill will in terms of manifestation. And that is just the description of the card itself. I'm going to move over to Ave.
Well, you may find yourself in a circumstance in which you're a little bit out of your depth, in which you don't have the skills, the knowledge, the education to meet the task at hand. This leaves you feeling a little scattered. It's hard for you to have the confidence to go ahead, because you know that you're not adequately educated for the task at hand. It's lack of confidence, lack of self-belief, or not having a workable plan of action. So you have to deliberate more. You have to be more resourceful. You have to find, either you have to educate yourself a little bit more and then tackle whatever it is you're doing, or you have to find find someplace else to put your skills, or apply yourself to something that is more at the level of your education, whatever it is you're trying to do. That's generally, because this is a card of action, this is a card of will, this is a card of skill and education and manifestation from all of that. And reversed, it speaks to a sort of inadequacy, not being up to it. So that's interesting. So you're going to have to go back to school, and you have to do some research. You have to really work on your plan a little bit more. So let's see what the second card is, or unless you have some more to add to that, Trudy, please.
Well, I think we should draw a second card, and then we can really get into this card a little bit better.
All right.
Let's show the card real quick. And there it is, the Magician reversed. Okay, and in the next position we have Five of Cups.
What is it?
In the Five of Cups in the upright.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay.
So, well, this card is pretty. This card, and we are right now going to show it to you. What you will see is that there is a cloaked individual. It is staring downward at 3 overturned cups. And what are cups? Cups represent the heart. Cups represent the emotional aspect of life. And so there's been some loss. However, the good news is if you look behind this gentleman, you will see that there are 2 upright cups. And so it seems pretty obvious that if he were to just turn around, he would see that he still had something to be happy about. And so in the position of challenge, this card has quite a lot of meanings, actually. So, and we call it the crying over spilled milk card. But looking at this card next to this magician, right now what I see, Ava, is that there may be, well, of course, there's some grieving going on, and that is the challenge, and we're grieving this month because we can't quite get our resources working. The resources that are at the beck and call of the magician are not quite coming together, and you may not feel as if you have the ability to create what you need to create because you're lacking in some area, or you feel that there is a lack in some area. And this is lack of confidence, as Ava had said. I really see that because there's loss going on here, loss of confidence, loss of trust in the universe, not trusting spirit, sort of falling out of that place where Pisces seems to reside fairly naturally, that place of intuition and just deep spiritual knowledge. There's some turn of events that has caused this, I believe, from last month. And I have a Pisces moon, okay? So I'm not feeling this yet either, Abe.
No. But all is not lost is what the challenge is. You have to feel as if all is not lost and stop regretting what should have been. You could have done that. Maybe if I did this, that would have happened. Blah, 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 blah. All of that is what you're challenged to recreate yourself and turn around and appreciate what you do have. Never mind about what's gone. What's gone is gone. And it's about having total trust in the way that the world works. Again, not everything is going to be always on the up. Sometimes we have a down. There's a wave. Life is like a wave, ups and downs. And if you get caught in feeling sorry for yourself or doubting the universe, well, then you'll be down longer than you need to. So this is about not wallowing in it and waking up to the things that you have and establishing in yourself a true appreciation for what you do have, and trust in the universe that you will be rewarded for your efforts. Karma, in other words. So let's move on.
Well, I want to say one more thing about this magician, because
of course,
it doesn't necessarily mean that this is not a person in your life. The magician manifests and seemingly easily, okay? So this could be a person in your life. In the upright, this is someone who money falls out of the trees when they walk by, okay? Everything seems to work for them, and they're at ease. They have complete control of their surroundings at all times. Command and control, I should say. But in the inverse, this is someone who you should really kind of check at the door and stay away from. If you're seeing any of this,
Yes.
This is a manipulator, and this is a person who will promise you one thing, and then the outcome is negative. And so that could be, it's also sometimes someone with malintent, even. Someone who wishes you harm. And so that's just another interpretation of the card. I am going to draw a third card. And look at that. It's the Page of Cups reversed.
Another reversal.
Yes, and it's another cup. Well, we have two reversals. We now have the Page of Cups. And this is in the position of the unexpected. Well, it's love lost. I mean, that's how I see it. And Page can also represent a child. And this could be an overly emotional child who's out of sorts, who's sort of on your radar this month, and maybe they're reacting to whatever's going on during the month. But it can also point to love lost or a loved one lost. Or it can also point to it could even be a job that has been lost that you loved. And so, Ave, go ahead.
Yes. Well, certainly it's emotional withdrawment. It's withdrawing emotionally, and definitely feeling a little bit dejected or rejected, and disappointment in love. That's certainly an interpretation of it, but it could very well be over dramatization. Unexpectedly, you're being overly dramatic, and or moody, just moody. That's what I feel is sort of a moodiness, fantasizing about things, daydreaming too much. A certain amount of gullibility, as you said, a gullibility as well, and something has the illusion, some illusion about something has disappeared, has become evident to you that it was an illusion. Whether that's a person, that was a job, that was a goal, a creative endeavor, something about that, and it's all connected with this. The Magician reversed is the same kind of thing, and the Five of Cups is the same kind of thing. Again, it's this kind of disappointment. So you're disappointed, you're very sad about something this month. And do you know that it can range? Pisces are in many different areas of life, and this is a broad brush reading. And it could be as much as you're disappointed because you didn't get the right architect for your new house. Or it can be as frivolous as that. Or it can be very important, like a loss of a job. So it has a range of possibilities. It depends. Everything is relative as to what means something in your life. And there's a tone in March of having a loss of some sort and feeling a bit sad and shaken, a little shaken by that. And so you have to gather yourself up and stop feeling sorry for yourself and just go out and know that there are better things ahead for you. There you go. Trudy?
Well, I also want to mention that it could mean that there's some grieving going on. And this grieving could actually be surrounded with by people, or these people could have caused some of this, which the reason I bring that up is that you may be easily manipulated right now. And that's just coming up for me because I see this Magician reversed. And that is the card of the manipulator. And so this Page of Cups could be,
Yes,
could be a child. And that would be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So there could be concern for a child here as well. Of course, these cards have many interpretations. So
yes, it's a
let's
seducer.
move on.
It's a seducer, a charmer, a con man. There used to be a song called "Smooth Operator."
Right, yeah. Yeah, well, you might be, this month, a little more vulnerable than
Yes.
you
So,
ordinarily.
ladies, don't be seduced by a flattery or insincere compliments.
Right, going back to that Page of Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this is the fourth and final card, and this is going to be the upbeat card.
I hope so.
And it is the Chariot.
Oh,
Yay, Pisces,
yeah.
you're back in the driver's seat at the end of the month. This is a great, great card. I like to think of this card as like a Ferrari, okay? So you're the Ferrari, and you're back in the driver's seat. And you're in control of lots and lots of horsepower. And it's a great, great card. The other possible meaning of this card is, Ava, what is it?
well, it's ambition, my dear.
No, it's travel.
Oh, travel. Well, I didn't know. There's a million possibilities, Trudy.
I know, but that's like great, right? When this pops up, that's the first thing, kind of that you're like, hey, you're going on a trip, and these people need a vacation.
They do. They do. They absolutely do. I think it can be a vacation. It can be travel.
We need a vacation, Ava.
We do.
We also need new cars, okay? And
Oh,
that
yeah.
is also another meaning of the card. A new car. How about that?
It could be about your car breaking down.
It's in the upright.
No, I'm saying the rest of the reading could be about your car breaking down, and you having to get a new car.
It could be. That's true. But this is an awesome card because it comes right after the Lovers, which tells us that you've got quite a few things sorted out. There's some integration that has happened, and you are ready to pull out of the driveway and race down the highway. So this couldn't be a better card. This is really truly the strap yourself in card because you're going to go at the end of the month.
Oh, absolutely. This is victory, success. This is it's a tremendous card. It means that you're going to resume your leadership position. And you were a little deflated earlier, but at the end of the month, you gather your inner strength, and not without support, mind you, because those two you see in the card, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's sort of like a teamwork. There's the charioteer cannot get to where he's going without the horses and without teamwork. People who made the chariot, so on. So it's suddenly you become the leader of a team effort, and you go. This is determination. This is hard work. This is getting your hands dirty, sort of kind of, suddenly you're in the driver's seat again. You're in command and control of where this vehicle is going, the metaphorical vehicle of your ambition. And it's a very, very masculine card. It's a strong, masculine, powerful card. And so it's about external material success and tenacity, absolute tenacity. So how's that? Fabulous.
That's great. Well, have you ever had one of those dreams where you're driving your car and it's out of control and you don't have any brakes? I mean, that's kind of a normal dream that people have. Have you guys ever had that dream?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this is the opposite of that, okay? This card is the opposite. If it was reversed, it would be just like that dream. So that's awesome, because at the end of the month, you're sitting in the driver's seat. And the other thing that I want to bring up is that allow our men to take the keys and drive us all around and take control. And isn't that it's such a visual, isn't it, that we do that? We actually let him sit in the driver's seat of our car. Why do we do that? I always think of that. I love it when I see a woman driving her husband around. But I think it's awesome just sometimes to just get these mental pictures in our heads that the chariot and all of these kind of medieval archetypes that we bring up in the tarot actually exist in our everyday world. And so you can think of the chariot as your car that's sitting in the driveway, and you're getting in the car and you're in control of the car, and you're in control of where the car goes and how fast the car goes and taking care of that car. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So in the end, it looks like at the end of the month, Pisces A, takes a trip, B, gets a new car, or C, they're able to go where they need to go and release all of this earlier and this situation and move out and forward. So that's a great promise.
Yeah. Yes, it certainly does. I mean, literally, it does suggest the purchase of a car. It's no doubt about it. So if your car has been acting up, as mine has, and I'm in the process of trying to decide to get a new car, so it's very, very apt for me. But it's a masculine card. It's an aggressive card. So you get aggressive about whatever it is that you need to get aggressive about, whether that's finding a job, whether that's completing your project. It's harnessing your ambition and sending it in a straight line towards your goal. That's what it is.
Taking control of your life, ladies. Once again, go Pisces. All right. Ava, I think that was fabulous.
I think it's fabulous, too.
Awesome job. Awesome for Pisces. And we have our first burning question.
All right.
Are you ready?
Indeed.
Getting ready to read live. We only have 14 viewers. Okay. The rest of the world is missing out on this free live reading. Okay. And I'm really excited because this is Gail. She's one of our true fans, Gail Kenyon. And I think she sent us a testimonial video. I know she sent us a testimonial video.
She did. Oh.
Yes. She's so sweet. And so this is her text comment. Hi, sweet sisters. Right on target with health issues. A lot of final clearing that is pretty intense. Just wondered if you could tell me if I will be reunited with my beloved son. Thank you and happy Valentine's Day. XOXOXO. Thanks, Gail. So you ready, Abe?
I got it.
Okay, and what is it?
Temperance, upright.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. That is absolutely appropriate for a question like that. Because what is that? Uh, that is bringing calm, peaceful, tranquil, loving energy back into a turbulent relationship. Um, Something had been disturbing, you see, emotionally disturbing. Here, we're pouring oil over troubled waters. So the waters were troubled. And if you can keep anger and hurt and all the emotions that come up in your command and control, and be temperate, be patient, be loving, then in fact you can heal this, because this is the card of healing. Meaning, yes, indeed, this relationship can be healed. Trudy?
Okay, Gail. Okay, so this is what's coming to me, that he is being taken care of and that his angels are watching over him, because I feel as if you have great concern for him. And I almost want to sing that little song, Angels Watching Over Me. I don't know if you know that little song, which is kind of appropriate because with the Temperance card, that song goes all night, all day, angels watching over me, my Lord. You probably know that song. Sorry, I had to sing. But that you can relax because he's being taken care of. And I know the question is, will I be reunited with my beloved son? And yes, of course, we're all reunited with our loved ones at some point. But I just wanted to reassure you that he is being taken care of wherever he may be, and that he has angels watching over him. So there you go. That's what I got. It has nothing to do with temperance. And the next question. Oh, you guys are on it. I'm loving it. Okay. Kate Lewis asks, hi, ladies. I'm pretty stressed myself, waiting on a loan to come through from a very hard-to-deal-with broker. Yes, I'm and mean people, but hanging on to the positive. Okay, so is there a question in there? No, it's fine. Okay, so she's pretty stressed, waiting on a loan to come through from a hard-to-deal-with broker. So I'm not seeing the question.
So she's saying, is the loan going to come through?
I think so.
I would think that's what she's asking.
She's feeling low because of backstabbing people. So let's just ask that question.
All right.
Let's go for it, Ave.
All right. The Lovers.
Oh, interesting. Ooh.
Well, that's all right. It seems that, again, you should, there's a true examining of the elements of this situation that needs to take place. You have to be more diligent about examining every aspect of this situation, the loan situation. Maybe, because this is a card of decisions based on true information. And so I'm going to abstract it as much as I can so it so that it can be addressed to this question. And so it's being of two minds about something. So you're not completely, he may not be completely, that is the person giving you the loan, he may not be completely decided yet. More clarification needs to be given. So you have to make a little bit more effort to make this a clearer plan. That what you're getting the loan for, maybe you have to go back and rework it a bit. That's what I get from the card. And you, Trudy?
Wow, what a strange card to come up for questions such as that. Well, what I'm hearing is temptation, and the Lovers is a card of temptation, and sort of getting mesmerized by that which you desire, I guess. And I guess what's coming to me is maybe you need to think about this a little more clearly. And ask yourself why. Maybe there's another broker. Why are you so mesmerized by this broker and this deal and this situation?
I like that, Trudy. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's good. I like that. So why don't we take a break?
There's something going on here. Okay, so do we have another one? No. Okay, so we're going to take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break.
And we'll be back. Yes, we'll be back. We might be a little bit late coming back because we need a 10-minute break, but we'll be back with Cancer.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.